Oh, hey. Both of our racers are here. WonderJ is in chat. is definitely getting ready to go. But before we start the race, we gotta show up some stats. Gotta get that Condor bot here. Like I said in chat there before, Condor bot gave me both their names as Hypershock, but different stats. So hopefully these are right, but if not, whatever, I guess. Hypershock with a record of 10 and 13, a best time of 10:23, and an average of 13:02. With WonderJ, a record of 8 and 9, best win of 9:54, and an average win of 14:30. Relatively similar elos too, no big departures from that. And we should be getting ready to go here. I'm ready, chat's ready, the racers are ready. Frickin' Condor bot. Dragging its feet. But that's fine, gotta have order. Condor bot is the order to the Necrodancer Chaos. As we'll see on Hypershock's side here with a staff Dead Ringer strat of some sort. It's just left side strats. Lame. We'll see some sick staff strats. What green bat? There's no green bats. No green bats are allowed. Good luck, by the way, WonderJ. Of course I would start dropping frames right before the race starts. Makes sense. But we're less than a minute before the race starts, and we'll be good to go. The fun part about that is if you break open the urn, you get the green bat, which is real good. Oh, WonderJ's skin is amazing. Has WonderJ always had that skin? I feel like he hasn't, because I've watched WonderJ race before. But it's also kind of creepy, and I'm curious to see what the armor is going to do to it. Really? Okay. Okay, yeah, I remember the Ring of Wonder skin. Maybe that's the last time I saw Wonder race. Alright, we got our seed. Ready to go. For, what is this? Season 6, Week 4 of Condor. Oh god, WonderJ, please. We're about to start. Why you do this? We'll come back, maybe. Yeah. Hey, we're going. A little bit of delay on WonderJ's side, but that's okay. We have a quick restart from Hypershock. Went the wrong way. So we're about even out to to where we're going here. But both of our racers do find that early Minotaur breaking through those walls. It doesn't look like we're going to... Oh, it's getting away from Hypershock, though. That's going to give WonderJ a little bit of time here to check the 1-2 shop. Has a grenade charm in it. We're going to straight away take that. That's an excellent find early on. Only 1 heart, too. That is a cheap blood price for a really nice charm. Looks like WonderJ is dropping some frames here. I'm going to do a quick regen. See if we can fix that before this race gets too involved. Hypershock taking that gold cutlass along with that grenade charm. Down to half a heart already, though. Finds an apple, and we'll be doing good. WonderJ picked up a holster during the downtime. So 1/3 of the Elad repellent acquired. Ready to go. Looks like WonderJ took a wrong direction here and finally finds that 1-3 Minotaur. Oh, is this going to be a slideshow? Oh, Hypershock already taking out their shopkeep here, getting a Shovel of Courage, some cookies, and a Torch of Foresight. I don't like killing the shopkeeps early. This is just my personal preference. I do like having that option of checking the shop if it's real close to your spawn or your exit to find, you know, that random item that carries you to the win. But I do understand the argument of it where now Hypershock doesn't have to check shops anymore because they know that it's dead. WonderJ finally finishing up Fortissimo here, your Zone 1 boss, just as Hypershock is getting down, and Hypershock's going to be caught up right to WonderJ here. Okay, the black chest had a titanium whip. WonderJ is going to holster that. Hypershock getting a heal spell out of the purple chest. And WonderJ using those holster strats to get that whip out. Using it well. Both our racers down the stairs at the same time. The 2-2. It's like both of them are going to find this trapdoor as well. WonderJ is going to take the dragon out on 2-2 though. Finding a titanium spear, that's going to be a little bit better than the dagger, but going to leave the whip behind. I would keep the whip. The whip and the spear. You got some options on how to attack your opponents. But both of our racers down to 2-3. Quite the build difference already. Hypershock's going to look into this shop here, or just pass. Oh, never mind, Hypershock killed the shopkeeper. Doesn't have to look in there. Is down to the Zone 2 boss, even, which is going to be Death Metal. WonderJ is going to check the shop, though. Ring of Courage and those headphones. Going to grab the headphones, doesn't have enough money for the Ring of Courage. Now have a 4 damage spear. It's going to help out a lot on this death metal fight. Hypershock checking that black chest, finds a titanium harp. So a lot of titanium weapons in this build already. Oh, Hypershock getting trapped there. Pile skeletons, but does scoot down to the trapdoor there. It's down to 3-2. Looks like WonderJ is checking the purple chest, but it's frozen, so I don't know. We'll see what he picks up there once he comes back. WonderJ pushing through this 3-2. Gonna pass on that Rhythm Shrine. Most people do. Okay, WonderJ just went down for me, so... Okay, he's back. Looks like WonderJ found a shield tome in that purple chest. And Hypershock down to 1 heart here. Switched out to the dagger, the jeweled dagger. A lot more damage than the golden cutlass. WonderJ using that bomb on Deep Blues there is taking over. Hypershock, I'm kind of lost now with WonderJ's going down there. Yeah, WonderJ's in Zone 4. WonderJ pushed really hard through that Zone 3. Rocking the dual spear combo. Gonna switch to the blood spear and get some health regen. Understandable on that 1 heart. Hypershock finally using their heal spell there and starting to regen some of their health. Doesn't have any bombs, so can't check this lock shop, but is going to check this purple chest. Has a ring of charisma in it. We'll pick it up because we don't have a ring yet. But WonderJ really phased through that Zone 3. Didn't even see it on his side, and he was already done with it. Oh, but WonderJ going down! A Spider Blade Master combo is too much. Spider coming in for a surprise attack, and then the parry on the Blade Master finishes WonderJ off. So Hypershock with that dagger throw on Deep Blues feels really good. One of my favorite things to do with the Jewel Dagger. Throw it at Deep Blues. And finds a Frost Ring in the purple chest. WonderJ taking some frustration out on that blood shopkeep. And this is now Hypershock's race to win. Not completely safe, but this glass armor is going to help a lot. I would just switch to the glass shovel too. You don't really need the scooting shovel anymore. I mean, it's nice to have, but can get kind of awkward. It's going to be looking for some health here as soon as we can. Building up that heal spell. Oh, finds Boots of Pain. Those go real nice with that Jewel Dagger. He is going to pick it up. That's going to be a little risky here for a while. Let's get a heal spell off of this stairs. Oh, didn't get the blood heal, so we are still half a heart on Hypershock side. Does have that glass armor to protect him, but it's still a little scary. There's the heal spell being regened and a little less scary now. But I'm still nervous. WonderJ killing the same shopkeep that Hypershock did at the beginning of the race, getting that scooting shovel. Torch of Foresight and cookies. Hypershock having to deal with the blue dragon here, getting flanked through those spike traps. None of the other enemies were able to follow that blue dragon, though. That bounce trap, taking care of all of them. Really well done. And Hypershock's down to 4-3. Oh, the chips on music, though. It's so good. Can't get over it. We have a transmute chop for Hypershock. Gonna get some better armor. That's a Squagga suit. Feels good. And switched out for a monocle. Maybe gonna go for a Crown of Thorns here. Or Blast Helm. Definitely not a circlet. No, thank you. Okay, gonna keep the armor here, so it has heavy plate level armor. WonderJ has made it back to Zone 2. Parries off that Shopkeeper Ghost. And Hypershock is back to full health. Feeling a lot safer with this build. A nice bale of chicken. Getting bailed out. And your Zone 4 boss is going to be Coral Riff. Excellent work by Hypershock there, doing a throw to get Coral Riff off the top line and then Boots of Pain to clean up the rest. Gonna check red chest here for a purple potion. No, thank you. Hard pass. WonderJ getting into a conjurer shop in Zone 3 here, getting some armor for themselves. Now, did that armor change his skin? I can't tell. Is it like pinker now? But WonderJ doing a pretty good pushback here. Oh, should have healed buffered on the blue dragon there. Healed a little too early there. But Hypershock is down to 5-3. Going to be looking to take the loot on this first race of the match. Or is this 5-2? Looks like 5-2. No, it's 5-3. I see the black skeletons and purple orcs. It's 5-3. Sometimes it's hard to read the depth and level in the lore, right? That's going to be a dead ringer fight for Hypershock. Meanwhile, WonderJ has made it down to 3-3 in about 4 minutes. That's pretty good. Pretty fast. It's a right side spawn for dead ringer, so we have left side scoots. Real easy, real simple. Hypershock only has 1 grenade though, so we're going to be looking for some help from the red chest. Doesn't find any, so we might be doing some butt puzzles. WonderJ getting that thrill kill on Deep Blues as well. Deep Blues just not having a good day in this seed. And daggers thrown in his face. Oh, Hypershock taking that bomb. Trying to go fast through these butt puzzles. Taking the damage. Using the enemies to his advantage, getting set up for the next butt puzzle. WonderJ down to a heart here, though, is going to be needing some health. Cannot pick up those Boots of Pain. Could heal. Oh, gets parried into the Boots of Pain. Oh, feels pain, man. Attacked the Banshee and got parried into the Boots of Pain. Oh, Excellent death. 10 out of 10 would die again. And Hypershock gets a Necker Dancer kill and is going to take the first race of the match here. 11:43 race time. Yeah, stylish deaths I'm totally okay with. GG's all around. Cutlass not always good in every situation. All right, we got our seeds for our next match here, and we will be going soon. I'm like stacking the playlist with Chipsol, so I hope you guys like Chipsol because I can't get enough of it. It's real good. And we're going. Next seed. All right, both of our racers digging down here is going to have a 1-1 black chest. It's going to be, yep. I was just going to say a base broadsword. Which both of our racers are going to pass on. Base broadsword, it's not a fun weapon. Especially when you're trying to race and go fast. Hypershock down to 1-2 first. Gonna find a closet full of yellow skeleton. Is gonna kill them. This could be an early leprechaun get, I believe. Yep, that's what's happening. WonderJ is gonna skip that. Finds the black chest in 1-2 here. Is gonna have some leather armor. Hypershock gonna milk that leprechaun. Find some money here and check the shops. Gonna pay out. Gonna go back for the money. Pick up that quartz armor and probably chicken. I didn't see what the third item was. I think it was a pickaxe. Yeah, pickaxe. So maybe the pickaxe. Yep. And that's exactly what Hypershock's going to do. WonderJ is down to 1-3, though. Still rocking this dagger. Leprechauns always need a good milking. I am dropping a lot of frames here. I apologize. But Hypershock finally making their way down to 1-3. Red Dragon for your mini boss here. WonderJ kind of in a little of a situation, taking the Red Dragon out, but does do the correct drangling. Gets it done. And is down to your Zone 1 boss first. It's going to be Core Riff. Keeping the dagger here is going to make this real easy. We're going to see a throw and a bomb for a nice quick kill, and we're going to have a black chest check. Get off this base dagger. What is it? A glass staff. Okay, so 4 damage. 4 damage lasers being shot out. Feels good. Hypershock making their way down to Core Riff. Gonna do the same dagger throw kill. I'm probably gonna get that glass staff as well. WonderJ finding a Ring of Might on 2-1, so 5 damage lasers. Not finding any bombs in the Zone 2, though, which could be a problem for our racers later on here. Finds a red chest in 2-2. It has cookies in it. Hypershock finding that Ring of Might 2, having those 5 damage lasers. Real strong. Don't stare at him too long. WonderJ getting stuck by a mud monster and a mole coming in to break that glass staff. WonderJ is just going to reset. It doesn't even want to get the damage dealt. So if Hypershock is watching, Hypershock will have seen that death and can now do some slow play here. Looks like there's a potion room here or a vault. It's a vault. It's got heavy plate in it though, so that's a really good find for Hypershock. Gonna be able to clean up these monsters really quick with that glass staff. So Hypershock's really looking for a different weapon here. Needs to get off that glass for that extra bit of safety. It's been a while since I've seen a good vault in Zone 2. WonderJ doing the same thing as Hypershock did earlier, milking that leprechaun and getting the quartz armor and pickaxe. Hypershock's down to your Zone 2 boss, Death Metal. Gonna make quick work with this weapon. Probably gonna check the black chest here, I think. Yep, and finding a really nice safe weapon here, the Obsidian Longsword. So with that heavy plate, the Ring of Might in tow, this is going to be a very safe build for Hypershock. Does take the Think Shrine, and it's a Warhammer. So we'll probably take that instead. That's a way more defensive weapon. Not a fast weapon, but way more defensive. Just needs to stay off of those hot coals, goo, and what have you. Don't forget your cookies. WonderJ cleaning up this dragon again before going down to the Zone 1 boss. We'll see if WonderJ switches the chest here. Probably going to keep the 4 damage staff. 4 damage is really nice to have, but that's kind of what got him killed his last run into Zone 2, so we'll see what he does if he switches it up. Nope, going to go with the glass staff. Hypershock found a pretty good shop there. Lead boots plus a torch of walls, so we have the mapping. Looks like they picked up a battle shovel along the way too. So quite the advancement in the build there. Still has no bombs, so cannot get in that lock shop, but there's 3 bombs in that barrel. And 3 more bombs just found naturally on the floor. Our bomb problem solved for Hypershock. Not going to check the shop. I can understand that. WonderJ is pushing back. But Hypershock is down to Fortissimo, your Zone 3 boss. Get it? He's a strong mo. There's the kill for Hypershock. We're going to check a purple chest maybe. He might even check red chest. Nope, purple chest. It has a fireball spell. Nice little piece of offense added to his build here. WonderJ checking the Zone 2 purple chest. Has a shield spell in it, rather. So getting that defense. Found a Squaga suit somewhere too. I don't know where, but that's real nice. Must have missed the vault. Doesn't have the heavy plate. Oh, but takes a slide of doom there. Gets hit by the Minotaur coming down. Now only has a glass shard. That's going to be a little harder to push with. Chris, you are exactly right. WonderJ should have shielded there. Would have saved that glass staff. Use your spells. Take the thinking. You need to have WonderJ hire you to be your coach. Or WonderJ's coach. Because those are the correct decisions there. Hypershock is down to 4-2 though. It's just hammering down. Taking out all these enemies. No weapons in that shop for WonderJ, but really nice auxiliary items though. Which WonderJ is going to pick up. Hypershock down to 4-3. Just stepping on those spikes with those lead boots doesn't matter. My favorite uses of the lead boots, walking on them traps. As you'll see Hypershock do right to that mini boss, using that fireball, clear out the room, and then just Ogre meets Hammer. WonderJ down to the Zone 3 boss. Hypershock picking up some extra health there. More hearts. Can heal fully up with those cookies, but it might just save them for a little bit. WonderJ getting a little confused by this Fortissimo here. Dropping a beat and then taking a hit. I think Hypershock passing on the axe is a good decision. They're far enough ahead where this Warhammer is going to be more healthy for their run. Just got to pay attention during Dead Ringer. Make sure everything runs smoothly there. But Hypershock is taking some hits here. It's down to 2 hearts. Gonna check this crack wall. It's never a food shop. WonderJ getting hit by this pain shrine here. I don't know if it was intentional, but finds a frost dagger. So that's, oh no, it's gonna blow it up though. Forever on glass shard. Hypershock down to 5-3. Finds a pulse spell somewhere along the way. Feels good. Oh, WonderJ just found the pulse spell in arena. Oh, look at that shot for Hypershock. Gonna pick up the big dig. Leave the Arc Dagger and Dove behind though. And we're gonna be headed down to Dead Ringer shortly. Right side spawn, so real easy with the Warhammer here. Nothing too crazy should happen. Even taking out that ogre just for because ogres need to be taken out. WonderJ is pushing back here though, about to go down to 4-3, only on half a heart though. Looking for some health in that red chest in the shop, does not find any. Oh, finds an Earth spell though. About to welcome everyone to Earth. Oh, giant cadence over on Hypershock's side. Feels good. A lot bigger than Necrodancer over here. I'm assuming WonderJ took a hit and went down because they are now on their seed. Ready for the next race. Conceding to Hypershock here. Hypershock even spent the time getting Dorian that Warhammer. So extra safe fight for Hypershock here. Just needs to get those hits in on the Necrodancer. Doesn't complete it in time for the giant scroll, but only one more hit. And we'll be over here for a 2-0 score at the end of match 2. 11:37 in game, 11:52 race time. GG. At least he didn't pants it. Yeah, that's true. I imagine that on like a gravestone for Cadence. After dying to Dead Ringer or something, like at least he didn't pants it, or she didn't pants it. Alright, next seed's in. Racers are ready to go. Finishes up. WonderJ looking to take a loot off Hypershock. Get that cursor off the screen, Hypershock. Was that my cursor? Nope. It's Hypershock's. A cursor familiar? Oh, he got it off. I want a cursor familiar now. How amazing would that be? Who did that? A Kane did that, I think? Both of our racers finding a trap room with no trap door in it, so gonna have to find this green dragon. No chests or crack walls, but we did find some bombs. Oh, Race Kane was casting. Okay. Both our racers down to 1-2. I saw that Avatar Riot Blob and it was hilarious. I saw that while I was at work and started laughing out loud at my phone and got weird looks for something like really silly and trivial, but I thought it was hilarious. Hypershock gonna get that early Leprechaun milking in. Look at all that gold on the floor. WonderJ not gonna do that. Both of our racers did find the Obsidian Torch here, though. WonderJ gonna take out this dragon and try to head down to that zone 1 boss as soon as possible. Hypershock gonna do some shopping here, though, after milking that Leprechaun. Doesn't find too much. Gonna switch out the torch. Nope, just gonna buy it. But does find some armor here, so that's nice. Core Riff was your zone 1 boss, doing a simple dagger bomb strat. We're gonna see him done. Black Chest holds a glass whip. Yay! No, you take the glass whip. It's got 4 damage. It's real good. WonderJ gonna take this base dagger into 2-1 though. I mean, glass whip's terrible, right? We all agree on that, but 4 damage over 1 damage in zone 2 is pretty good. IMO, I probably would have took the glass whip. But WonderJ is pushing this lead down to 2 already. Hypershock's not gonna take the glass whip either. Gonna check the purple chest for some glory, but only finds a fireball tome. So not too glorious. WonderJ having some problems drangling in this trapdoor arena. Red Bat causing problems even though he does have the Ring of Luck. Red Bats are still scary when you're lucky. Oh, this chip soul music though, I can't get over it. Hypershock is catching up here though. Down to 2-3 just as WonderJ is about to finish it. WonderJ taking a big hit there though, and then dying to a clone! Just as Hypershock dies to the same dragon that WonderJ was having problems to. So we have a full reset here. Let's see who can remember the Zone 1 better and make this work. Looks like Hypershock found a trapdoor early, down to 1-2. Perfect deaths at perfect times. Oh, that's a really nice shop on 1-2 for Hypershock. Might want to find that Leprechaun again. Get some more milking in and buy all the items in that shop. This is the floor where Hypershock did the Leprechaun milking, so it's possible. Getting kind of trapped here. Okay, looks like Hypershock is going to do that. Oh, did Hypershock get dunked? Hypershock got dunked by the Leprechaun. The Leprechaun milked Hypershock. Oh no! WonderJ is gonna try some Leprechaun shenanigans here too. Does not get milked by the Leprechaun. Both of our racers are down to the Zone 1 boss again, Core Riff. Hypershock having to take care of this dragon first, but WonderJ going straight into that fight, which we're assuming he'll do the same thing, but he's dropping frames, I'm dropping frames, so WonderJ gonna take the purple chest this time. Hypershock taking out the glass whip now. So enjoying that 4 damage. Now watch the whip be totally alright. It'll be totally okay. Hypershock down to 1-2 first. But WonderJ is closely behind. Hypershock gonna go down this trapdoor. Ooh, WonderJ finding that Ring of Luck again. There's Hypershock in revenge on that red dragon. See, Glass Whip's good. Glass Whip killed it in 2 hits. Look at WonderJ. He's gonna have to do 6 hits on this dragon. Or fireball him, one of the 2. But the frame drops again. Does manage to take out that dragon and is moving on. Hypershock looks in their 2-3 shop, buys some purple hearts. Passes on the gi. Sad face. I'm just all sad about this seed. No one's taking the glass whip the first time, and then no one's taking the gi. WonderJ doing some sick bounce trap moves to take out some enemies here. Getting that Banshee into a close corner there and taking it out. Hypershock turning those purple hearts into red ones with that cheese eat. And in this arena, that's a really good arena. It has a pulse spell and an obsidian cat. We're going to see an automatic weapon switch for both of our racers here. Ooh, Hypershock spending some time thinking about keeping that whip. But ultimately does switch to that obsidian cat that both of our racers have now. WonderJ down to your zone 2 boss first, the unholy moly. And taking it out, flawless victory. Gonna check a purple chest here, I believe. Ring of War doesn't work the best with Cat. And yeah, we see WonderJ thinking about it there. Opts to stay with the Ring of Luck here. We'll see if Hypershock saw that and decides to do something different. Does pick up the Ring of War, so 4 damage, full Obsidian Cat here for Hypershock. Gonna pass on those lead boots in the shop. Those lead boots are good, they fit good. Walk on traps. WonderJ spamming his his buttons there down the trap door, missing all the beats. I like it. Yeah, I think you take those boots too. They're real nice. WonderJ finding boots of pain though. Gonna take those instead. Those are better than lead boots, especially with the Obsidian Cat. Has 2 ways to dish out damage during movement now. That's really nice find. And Hypershock's going to do the same thing. A good play by both of our racers here. This has become quite the fast build. It's not the safest build. We do have a lot of health on both of our sides here, but that heavy plate's going to make it a lot safer. WonderJ found it in their shop. We'll see if Hypershock finds it as well. Has to clean up this exit room before moving on. And Hypershock's not going to check it here. Perhaps, maybe. You're getting down there, dealing with this beetle. Yeah, I don't think Hypershock's going to see it. So WonderJ with the advantage here with that heavy plate. It's real good. Down to your zone 3 boss first. King Konga. Okay, something I just noticed on WonderJ's side. So WonderJ's skin, Cadence skin, doesn't change when the armor's picked up. If I was racing WonderJ, I'd be super annoyed by that because when I do a quick look at what my opponent's build is, or maybe I don't know. I do like a look at their Cadence sprite, and you'd think you'd be able to see that heavy plate. And it's like, oh, there's heavy plate somewhere. But instead, you'd have to look at their item bar. But actually, as I said that and thought it, I was like, that's not what I do. I look at their item bar, or their bar of items to see what they have. Hypershock not getting a flawless victory on this King Konga here. And it's going to be moving on. WonderJ did and found that Earth spell in the purple chest. Yeah, exactly, Horde Tribbles. I could tell, yeah, by the wings. I remember that. Both of our racers, no, Hypershock only has 2 bombs here. WonderJ finding 5 with that 3 bomb pickup. I suppose Hypershock has yet to find those, though. They'll be on the next floor. Yep, there they are. That is a giant orange armadillo. Hey, more Earth. The Earth Tome. That's right, you take the Gigantism. Do sweet Gigantism things. I really like your sprite, Tribbles. I think the only problem I have with it is what a lot of other people have a problem with is it's a bat, so you think you can like fly over spike traps, but you can't. Which is a problem I have on Nocturna too. WonderJ getting a pixie kiss there. Real good. Getting back to full health with that heavy plate. It's real nice, but taking a few hits here. But once again, with the heavy plate, doesn't matter too much. Hypershock building up a lot of hearts here, though. And finding some heavy glass, so their own heavy armor. But losing a little leg there. Hypershock is pushing here, is catching up a little bit. And is about to overtake WonderJ. But has lost all of that heavy glass in the process. Doesn't have enough money for those hearts. Needs to get down those stairs. Get down those stairs. That was a lot of time wasted there in the 4-3 stair room. WonderJ is not even going to take the time to check the boss chests for death metal. Just going to keep pushing through this zone 5. Knows that Hypershock's right behind him. Hypershock didn't even get a flawless victory, so doesn't have the opportunity to check those chests. And with both of our racers having a similar weapon loadout, it's going to be who pushes harder here with it. And honestly, it could be either of them. WonderJ has that heavy plate so it can smash face and regen with the Crown of Thorns. Hypershock has all those hearts, a ham, and a potion, Ring of Regen, so it can really smash face too. It's going to be who pushes harder, I think, with this weapon loadout. And Hypershock's in the lead now. Going down to zone 5-3 here, taking out that metronome, and is down to Dead Ringer first. We have a left side spawn with a cat. Hypershock is already off the rails. This is going to give WonderJ time to catch up. WonderJ, you just need to smash face into everything. Just push, push, push. Push, push, push. Oh, Hypershock, I'm worried. I'm worried. You got Ogre slammed. Oh, could have went left there. Would have had it. WonderJ is going to use the Earth kill. Messes it up. Twice. 3 times. Gets hit. Oh, WonderJ. There it is. There's the... Okay, so both of our racers going down to Necrodancer almost at the same time here. Oh, WonderJ's Dorian's amazing. Hypershock tanking the bombs here. WonderJ is not tanking the bombs. Totally could, but would be a lot less safe. Hypershock having that potion is doing all right. All right, 1 hit for both for... Nope. I'm way off on that. 3 hits to 2 hits. Hypershock's about 1 hit faster now. But misses that last hit there. WonderJ is down to 2 hits at the same. WonderJ is in the lead, I think. Oh, WonderJ is going to have a better position here on the last hit. I think it's going to be WonderJ for the win. WonderJ did have a little bit of a delay, though, so this is probably going to be... Oh, those in-game times are way different, though. But you can't really go by that. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be contested. But in the meantime, I am going to give the loot to WonderJ. Excellent finish by both of our racers there. GG's. And that's going to be the